Hello Year 9, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. For those of you who might not know me, my name's Miss Blount and I'm the Head of Geography. It's a real privilege to be delivering this options video to you today to support you when making your final decisions about what to take at GCSE. Your teachers have been very impressed with you all this year and I've really enjoyed hearing about the geographical journeys that you've been on. What I'm going to talk to you today is why should you continue this journey into Key Stage 4. There is a really fundamental reason for not abandoning geography at Key Stage 3, and that is the world is a really complicated place. Every day, more news stories are hitting the headlines, showing this complexity, and frankly, many of these headlines are really frightening. We live in a world of increasing conflict, increasing inequality, increasing globalisation, and increasing environmental problems. Global politics are becoming utterly confusing, and we seem to be constantly bombarded with people who are suffering, both at home and abroad. We only have to look at the current COVID-19 situation and see Americans storming their capital to see how true this is. We need more young geographers like you to make sense of this rapidly changing and complex world. We need proactive young people like you to take geography so that you're equipped to correct the mistakes that my generation and generations before me have made. Now, lofty ideals about being able to save the world after you've studied geography are all well and good though, but you've also got to think about your personal ambitions when deciding on your options. If you take geography, what's actually in it for you? Well, I think lots. Firstly, by studying geography, you'll develop a wide variety of skills that will be useful whether you go on to university or go straight into a career. Geography is unique as it's got elements of the arts and of the sciences, so you have a range of skills. After studying geography, you'll be equally confident writing an essay as you would be completing some statistical analysis on data. You'll be able to work in a team, you'll be able to complete fieldwork, and you'll be able to use new digital technologies and apply them. These skills are highly sought after by sixth form colleges, universities and employers. Plus, you'll have fun developing them. Secondly, by choosing geography at GCSE, you'll be able to take it forward as an option as a highly regarded A-level. Geography is one of the most popular option choices at GCSE, with over a third of pupils in the UK taking the subject. At KAA though, that number is much higher. 2/3 of students pick geography for GCSE. And in our current Year 10 cohort, we have 150 students studying with us, and they're making some excellent progress. Geography is up to date and relevant, but don't just take my word for it. The Guardian newspaper named geography as a must-have A-level to help you make sense of the world. And this kind of does make sense, really. Geography is what we called an applied subject. We don't just study it and sit in a room and talk about it. We go out in the world to study it, and we make sense of things by studying it. We problem solve. We don't just learn skills to sit in a room and think about them. We go out and we fix issues using these skills and the understanding that we've gathered. Thirdly, by studying geography at GCSE and A-level, you'll be opening doors for yourself further down the line. Geography is what we call a facilitating subject. This means that the top universities in the UK consider geography to be a really important subject to study. If they receive your application and see geography as an A-level on it, along with the other subjects listed on this slide, they're more likely to offer you a place. Now, I'm not saying that choosing other subjects will close doors for you, but if you do decide not to choose some of these facilitating subjects at A-level, some degrees at some of the top universities might not be open to you. Lastly, looking even further into your future, geography can have a really positive impact on your employability and job prospects. Geographers, along with psychology graduates, are some of the least likely to be unemployed after graduation. The skills that geography will help you develop make geographers extremely sought after by employers in a range of careers, ranging from business, IT, research, media, conservation. The list is endless. With geography, your career options are wide and extremely varied. So there are my reasons why I feel geography as an option at GCSE could benefit you. Let's have a look at the course itself. We follow the Edexcel specification, which has 3 separate papers. The first paper is about global issues. We find out about the effects Mother Nature can have on people, the struggles people face at different levels of development, and how megacities can become better places to live in. The paper 2 zooms into the UK, where we get the opportunity to do both physical and human geography fieldwork, and we find out more about the natural, social and political processes that make our country so unique. The final paper is a decision-making paper called People and Environmental Issues. You're provided with a controversial current issue linked to either ecosystems, deforestation or energy resources, and in the exam you use your understanding to suggest how we could move forward to a sustainable future. Each paper is assessed in an hour-and-a-half exam. There is no coursework. You'll be assessed on a mixture of data responses, multiple choice, short answer questions, and longer 8 and 12 mark essays. We've been covering content and practicing how to answer GCSE style questions already in Key Stage 3 lessons, so you will be ready for this. I think we'll be studying some fascinating things, and I'm extremely excited to be starting the GCSE journey with you. In the paper 2 section, I mentioned that we do fieldwork. So we go on 2-day field trips, one to the south coast to do some coastal fieldwork at the Eastbourne seaside, where we also climb to the top of the highest chalk cliff in the UK, which is called Beachy Head. We also visit East London to look at how the Olympics have regenerated certain areas of London to make them successful, but left others behind to create great inequality. You can see some of our students on past fieldwork on the photos on the board. You can't just rely on my word about how taking geography at GCSE is brilliant though. After all, I am a geography teacher, so of course I'm going to think it's brilliant. Some of our current Year 11 and 12 students gave their opinions on the board about geography, so please do pause the video and have a read. So, in summary, why should you take geography? Well, number 1, the world is a frighteningly complex place and we need geographers to make sense of it and start making positive changes. 2, geography provides you with a range of skills that will benefit you as you move through your academic career. And 3, the Edexcel course that we've chosen is interesting and will allow us to learn about a range of exciting and current topics using case studies both here in the UK and abroad. Plus, we get to go on field trips. So, let's draw this to a close, Year 9. There are so many talented geographers in this year group, and we've been really impressed with the progress that you've made throughout Key Stage 3. I'd be delighted to teach you Geography GCSE. Geography is definitely not an easy subject though, and there are areas of the exams that are very, very challenging. But if you're able to show independence and commitment, there is no reason why you shouldn't succeed. As you can see from these wonderful photos, you'll be supported by a dedicated team of teachers who've travelled the world and are really knowledgeable about it. Most importantly though, they really do care about you all. Excuse the pun, but they would go to the ends of the earth to support you. All this aside though, the key to picking the right options is simple. Just do what you love and don't settle for the ones that you think you ought to take. If you love studying geography and have really enjoyed it at Key Stage 3 and are prepared to behave maturely and study hard, then I look forward to seeing you in my classes in September. Thank you for listening to my presentation.